What's up, everybody? This is Wade from Fueling the Body. It's a little channel I've made here on YouTube in order to share with you my passion about fitness, about nutrition, about life in general, about, well, fitness and nutrition more importantly. But I have had a lot of people in my past, in my family, who have suffered from different ailments, things like diabetes, things like cancer, things like obesity. And because of those things, it's very easy for me to look at life and say, I can just continue doing what I'm doing, eating what I want to eat, okay, putting back whatever I want to do, knock back the soda pop all the time and eat all the rich tasting, really good flavor foods, right, that we enjoy all the time. And then, of course, I could put the weight on and probably more than likely someday sit in a doctor's office someday and get that look in the doctor's face where he looks at me and says, Mr. Taylor, I want to talk to you about some things that are of concern to me. I don't want to have that conversation. Thank you very much. I don't want to have that conversation. So the vast majority of cancer known to us today comes from, the root cause is what we are putting into our bodies, right? What we're eating, right? Over time, bad stuff just gets worse. Our body reacts to it very negatively and we get sick. And some people get to a place where they die or have things like tumors. Usually by the time they find a tumor, for most time cancer, it's like 5 or 7 years into the process. So you've been actually ailing for a while. I just didn't know it, right? So there's a lot of things about nutrition that can really kind of go back and get your body back to where it can be, where you actually can get rid of things like cancer before you even get there, things like type 2 diabetes before you even get there, things like obesity, whether it's children or whether you're an adult, be able to get rid of those things right now instead of later. So for me personally, a few years back, I was going through some tough stuff, and just really stressful things. And I never really thought about myself as being a comfort food eater, but apparently I was, because I went from about 210, probably about 4 or 5 years ago, all the way up to almost 290, almost 300 pounds. And I didn't feel good, definitely didn't look good. And you go to the store and you're trying on clothes that you're like, there's no way that's going to fit me, that's way too big, and you put it on and it's actually snug. And you're like, really? Seriously? That's not good. All right? So I didn't want to have that going on anymore. So today is day one of the crucible, what I call the crucible, which is a decision I'm making, followed by another decision, followed by another decision to get nutrition in order, to get fitness in order, to get to a place where I not only lose the weight, but get my body in the kind of shape I've never been in before in my life. And that's going to take some doing. Okay, for some people, losing weight is not hard. Okay, because they have a real passion for exercise, real passion for eating well, that they get to the place where they say, they can kind of just get fed up and say, I'm tired of being like this, whatever that it would be, and they start to lose weight, right? And before you know it, they've lost 20, 30, 40 pounds in a couple months, and you're like, wow, they're doing a great job. For other people, probably in that category there, the second category, people that I enjoy foods that are rich. I enjoy things like soda pop, things like that, that really have a lot of sugar. A lot of the foods have a lot of sodium, right, and a lot of processed stuff, things that aren't really the best for you. And eating those things over time, is going to put on the weight, right, especially when you're not doing anything to combat that, where you're not having a normal fitness lifestyle, where you don't have nutrition as not part of your lifestyle. Okay, I hate the word diet, right? People always talk about the word diet, but the problem is there's a word die in diet, inside of diet. I don't like that. That's about the way you feel too, because most people when they get on diets, they don't know anything about how to eat proper nutrition, and so they end up starving themselves and doing things that are really bad and really hurting themselves, burning up muscle, everything else. It's not a good thing, right? So I'm going to explain a lot of those things as we go. There's a lot of people on YouTube that already talk about fitness and nutrition. I'm just one of the other guys throwing in this hat to the ring and saying, you know what, I want to be a part of that too, because I want to be able to, as I go through this journey myself, this crucible for me, as I lose the weight, get down to the weight I want to be. I want to be able to hopefully help to inspire, encourage, and motivate others through YouTube and through a future website to be able to get to the place you want to be in life. Not just look the way you want to look, but feel the way you want to feel. Have the energy and everything you need to really do the kind of things you want to do in life. Right? And I got 2 daughters that are absolutely amazing, got a lot of energy. They love to run around and do stuff. And there's a lot of times where I don't really feel like doing that right now. I weighed myself this morning. I got as heavy as 290. I weighed myself this morning. I'm at 269. That's after actually losing 12 pounds a couple months ago. It was 277, got down to 265, put on 4 pounds. So I'm not real happy about that, but it just goes to show myself that I need to take things a lot more seriously. And this needs to become a lifestyle for me. It's not just a decision you make one time and say that's it. No, it has to be a decision you make every time you go to the grocery store, every time you eat. It doesn't matter if you're eating out at a restaurant. There's things you can eat there that are good for you, right? You can eat there when you go to the grocery store. Things are buying there as well, right? Even if you go out to a sporting event or whatever, there's still other things you can do, or things you can maybe take and eat before you even go. So I want to be able to sit here and to dialogue with all of you and kind of get your feedback while I'm doing these videos. Hopefully I'll be doing a couple videos a week at least, and start to get out there and find out what you guys are all about, where you're at, some of your stories, what you're going through as you follow me in this story too. So December 2nd, 2013, 269 pounds, wanting to get down to closer to 200 pounds, and then maybe put on about 15 pounds of muscle, maybe around 210, 215, 220, somewhere in there at the end of it all. And have, results, photos, everything else I can put up, and all that good stuff too. So again, this is Wade from Fueling the Body, and hope you join me in this journey, and hope you enjoy the videos. And feel free to comment, good, bad, or ugly, and enjoy the show. See ya.